Hello everyone, it's me, Lord Banchnix here, and today I am doing a follow-up video to the other night's video, okay? I recorded yesterday's upload the night before, and I'm trying to do a follow-up on that. So, class, I ended up launching my Patreon, okay? I will be linking that in the description below. I upload all the same videos for my art to there, okay? I'm going to figure out how to upload my video, okay? And that's going to take a process, okay? But I promise you, I'm going to do it, okay? Now, today we are building on the G-Quux version of the Rick Dawn. This is all I got done so far, okay? Got the waist unit done. And now I'm working on getting the 3 legs. Yes, this thing comes with 3 legs. Don't be a pervert, okay? One of the legs hooks onto back here. Okay? Now this kit is this kit's name is Gaia/Ortega's Rick Dawn. Okay? Yeah. The Black Tri-Stars from the original series, okay? Now, you may be asking yourself, why am I doing two heat sabers? Almost said beam sabers, but as you can see, these things are not beam sabers. They're heat sabers due to the solid color. If it was a translucent color, like the Psycho Gundam Mark II beam effect piece, as you can see, that would actually be a beam saber, but it is a heat saber, an electrified weapon that uses hard steel that's super heated to cut through enemies, okay? Now, something that I'm going to also be saying for an update and to further explain some things, okay? I'm hoping to retire my family, yes. And the donations, half of it will go to the art. The other half will go into my pockets so I could better invest and make it where I could live too, okay? You're also paying me. And I also launched these 3 tiers for my Patreon member subscription, okay? We have peasant tier, knight tier, and lord tier or royal tier. And these are also known as peasant class, knight class, royal class. I might do a god class depending on how things go, okay? But I'm for now sticking with those 3 classes. I might introduce 2 more, okay? So, I'm gonna warn you, this kit does come with a shit ton of parts. But then again, that's a G-Quux kit for you, okay? Now, I'm hoping that you guys, my viewers, my subscribers, could also allow me to get things, okay? I need you to donate to my Patreon as much as possible, okay? And I swear, if you donate to my Patreon, I will give you a personal shout out. You could have anything you want said in my upcoming video, okay? And I'll even give you an email to do it, okay? An email where you reach out to my email linked with my channel, thelordbanchinix@gmail.com, and you pretty much give me a screenshot of the plan you went with. Yes, I'm offering for my peasant tier a free trial, okay? You could cancel anytime, okay? And I'm offering you guys the personalized shout out, okay? All you have to do is show me that you have one of the plans activated, okay? With an email. Again, reach out to my business email my on my channel, okay? I did not customize the the profile picture for it. I might later on, but I have just been so busy. Today I finally got a day where I could decompress, relax, recharge, you know. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit more on my diorama series, okay? Yes, I'm using living dioramas, okay? And I am offering you guys the ability to buy a tree from me, like these bonsai trees, okay? I have enough where I could sell some, okay? But I'm literally 3 steps away from getting this kit done where it could partner up with the Red Gundam against fighting against the Psycho Gundam Mark II, okay? Now, let's get on to some other business. I'm also planning on doing some video game streams of the let's see, the video game streams of not Dynasty Wars Gundam Reborn, although I might do that. Um, Gundam Battle Operation 2. Moving from next Friday on, I will start the weekly game streams. And I'm also going to be developing you guys some news that goes on somewhat within my life. I'm not going to be too much detail. And I'm not giving you all the detail, but I'm going to give you some. And I'm also going to be working on getting money up and ready so I could have the business up and running and working. Now, I will also sell you the right to use my art, okay? That's a part of the donations. If you donate or invest, you automatically own the right to share my art, okay? And you do not have to ask me for permission after you do that. But I will say this, better have receipts and you better have the credentials necessary to use my art ideas at all. I'm saying this in this video because I'm having you guys know that I'm not about to let you guys steal my ideas and do piracy. No matter how much they're trending, you cannot steal my ideas. Okay? And if you do, you better be ready to pay up. Okay? And I'm not talking about like a huge amount. I'm talking about like $20 or $30 per post. Okay? And every share of your piracy post would also incur within that fine. Okay? Now, I'm going to also say this too. Okay? And I'm not trying to be mean, okay? But I'm legit trying to start up an art line and I cannot have my business stolen from me, okay? But I am really working hard to get some stuff ready and done where I could have it where you guys can get constantly entertained, okay? I'm trying to get a better schedule for uploads. I'm sorry for that. Also, I just had an idea that I've been working on. It's kind of like a GQuX timeline, but it's like an alteration here and there for it. And pretty much gives it a where there's like a different 1 year war storytelling with the GQuX designed mobile suits. However, I'm gonna flat out say this too. I'm gonna tell it within my dioramas, okay? And I'm gonna also use visual effects to display what I'm talking about. But I'm also planning on doing some other things too. For instance, I am planning on branching out, okay? Also, remember, I have a partnership with Linlock Hobbies. They're in Anniston, Alabama. Go and support them. They're a small business like mine, and I'm trying to support them, and I'm trying to get them to support me. And I could use some support like that, okay? Now, today I was actually planning on building live with my G-Quux Dom, but I'm more likely going to do a review on that, okay? Now, no, I got this G-Quux Dom from my grandma through Amazon, okay? But I paid her for it. I also paid my grandma for the bonsai trees and the grass seed, okay? But I have one more kit. Oh, and I have the Wyndham, which I paid my grandma back for. I paid for half of the Dom here. I half paid for it. I also got the G-Quux Red Gundam expansion set. So I have one kit completely bought by grandma and some botany stuff. Okay? Now, today I'm going to actually lay out my plans for the what if that I'm launching. That's kind of like a G-Quux one. Sorry, just had to fix my puppy's ear. This is what if Zeon developed a Gundam. And I'm not talking about like Neo Zeon, or, I mean, not Neo Zeon, but Principality of Zeon. Okay? I'm going to be incorporating the G-Quux designs for the simplicity. Okay? But I'm also going to be developing into having alterations here and there. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and flat out say this. The gems and Gelgoogs are going to basically be the same units, but different colors, okay? A Gelgoog would actually be a black torso gem. A gem would be a red and yellow torso gem, okay? Now, although the kit wise they will be known as the same thing, I'm actually going to have it where it's from the perspective, okay? But I'm using gems for Zeon as well, okay? Now, you should also be expecting these kits to appear. Anything Char related, anything Armor related, so like a Gundam, a gun cannon, and a gun tank. Also, I'm gonna flat out tell you this, and this is gonna be absolutely amazing. I'm planning on making it where Amuro and Char have the same model mobile suit. However, Char has the red Gundam, the GMS Alpha, and then Amuro has the RX-78 white Gundam. And I'm going to also be laying out the storyline of on how Zeon got that Gundam design in the first place, the schematics, everything. So, in the next video I'm going to do, which I'm going to record immediately after this, I'm going to do a 3-part series, okay? Now, note, I am going to be watching the original Gundam series so I can know what is going on, and I could kind of design a game plan, okay? But one good thing for all my Zeon fans, which includes me too, because I love Xeon more than the Federation. However, the Federation does have some good pilots. I'm gonna say this. The Big Zam will be mass produced in this version of the story, okay? So all the hype is going to be justified. And also, I do plan on getting in contact with Bandai Namco, okay? So I could try to talk to them about a Gundam or a Gunpla kit design. Or Gunpla kits, okay? Given the fact that G-Crux was recently released, like I believe 2025, Shadow, calm down. Puppy. Love you. Alright, channel mascot. Alright. So, the next part will also have it where, oh yeah. I'm gonna also say this. I'm gonna include characters like this. I know about the original Gundam characters, however, I don't know how the story necessarily laid out. I know about Lala, I know about Char, I know about Amuro, the three main people in the original Gundam series. I know about Noah and everyone else like that. However, I do know how the story went out, okay? I haven't seen the 1 Year War. That is something I'm guilty of, and I'm going to try to be better. But I have seen Gundam Seed all the way from the first episode of Seed to Seed Freedom. I have seen all of Gundam Wing except for the Gundam Wing Endless Waltz movie, okay? Also, I have seen all of Zeta Gundam, which that developed me into loving the Psycho Gundams from Zeta. I need to get that Psycho Gundam Mark 1 kit or the Psycho Gem so I could have a red Psycho Gundam. Kinda have it where I could, I don't know, maybe create my own custom mobile armor called the Neuro Gundam. Trademark. If anyone steals that, no, I'm the first motherfucker to use that term, okay? Now, something else that you may be wondering is, what am I doing that's caused me to not be able to upload as much, okay? I'm on the carnival, okay? And with that, I can't constantly upload or anything like that, okay? But I'm going to be trying my best to upgrade my recording schedule to being able to entertain you guys longer and happier, okay? Now, let's also mention one more thing. I do plan on getting a few things for my birthday, okay? Which, my birthday is in June, and I am a Gemini, okay? Not telling you no more about that because that's too personal. But I do plan on having, for my birthday, for a few gifts of mine to be some of the models that I need to create my ultimate series of custom models. So I can enter them into competitions and eventually end up having it where my custom models are actually built into official kits. Yes, you heard me, official kits, because that is ultimately my goal, is to create official kits that could end up rivaling processes that end up making it where it's really hard to do things like that. So here's what I'm going to need from you, my fans. I need you to buy my memberships that I'm offering, okay? And if we get more than 50 purchases, I'll release a ultimate membership, which I'll name God Class or Divine Class membership, okay? And then I'll also release the ultimate class called the Chimera class, okay? Now, I also released a new art business called Chimera Artworks. Though we are not official yet on the internet, we are an official business, and that is a trademark name, okay? One more update and everything. Once I'm done creating my own custom line of model kits and everything, which I'm planning on doing 3 different mobile armors. Yes, mobile armors, not mobile suits like this thing. No. I'm a mobile armor fan. Okay? I love the Big Zam. I love the Psycho Gundams Mark 1 and 2. I also love the Neo Zeon. I love the Dendrobium, even though that's classified as a mobile suit with a mobile armor docking system, like the Neo Zeon. Both of those last two are considered mobile armors, and I'm also gonna be like, I'm into the Destroy Gundam, okay? Now, later on, I might do fan mail and everything, but I will do custom dioramas, okay? That you will be able to see, okay? That you could be like, yeah, I symbolically own that. But if I do release the Chimera class membership for my Patreon, I will also do a diorama kit sale, okay? Where you tell me 3 kits, or actually 2 kits maximum, and what kind of plants you would like. Or if you are not into the living diorama, that would be a little cheaper. But I will personally grow out your diorama, send it to you, and then from there I'll allow you to get your dioramas, put it together, and you could actually participate in my diorama line, okay? Um, let's see, one more thing. Oh yeah, um, for my plan is that I'm gonna try to get it where we are able to do more than Gundam content. I'm also gonna try to do Dragon Ball content and everything, and maybe do more video game content. But again, big shout out to Linlock Hobbies, and hopefully they could help me out with this journey. I'm probably gonna need to get me some money, so again, subscribe to my memberships. Again, no pressure, but if you do, it helps the channel out, okay? Plus, half of the funds go into the artwork, a quarter of the funds can go into charity, and a quarter of the funds can go right into my pocket, okay? And I will evenly distribute that proportionally, okay? Like 50% to the artwork, 25% go to charity, 25% of it goes to me, okay? But I hope all of you do that. And again, share the name of Lord Banjanix. Okay? Peace.